Ignoring the law, which requires that at least some portion of the baby remain inside the mother before it's killed, a new type of abortion has quietly developed behind the scenes in recent years and has become known as the live birth abortion. In this scenario, late-term mothers are given the drug Cytotec, which causes the woman to go into labor. In many cases, babies are born alive, and although frequently premature, could survive if given proper medical attention. However, keep in mind that the whole purpose of any abortion is to kill the baby. And should a baby happen to survive the process, then the procedure is considered a failure. So the babies are simply left on the table to die. According to sworn testimony of attending nurses, these types of aborted babies have been known to survive for up to 8 hours, all the while moving and gasping for air.
Now we've gone from the partial birth abortion to something called the live birth abortion. Congress held hearings on this in the summer, and we learned that at certain Chicago area hospitals, doctors are inducing labor for the purpose of delivering a premature baby, which is then wrapped in a surgical towel and stuffed on a counter in a laundry room or some other unused room and left until the baby dies. I mean, this is barbaric.
Abortions never stop. They get broader and broader, and now the most recent one that we found out about is what they call therapeutic abortions or live birth abortions. Some people think, well, this is just an emergency method where a mother has to have an abortion to save her life. Not true. These are elective abortions. And this simply means that a doctor induces labor, the baby is born, sometimes they die during labor, but many times they live through that labor. And here you've got a living baby, a live birth abortion, and they give it what they call comfort care, where the mother or the nurse, if there's a nurse available, will literally hold that baby wrapped up in a blanket in their arms until that baby breathes its last breath. It is not given any nourishment or any medical attention. Now, if there's no one available and the mother doesn't care to hold the baby, they'll sometimes put it back in a storage room on a shelf, and the baby is left to die there.
One of the things that you would think is, well, isn't that illegal? Shouldn't somebody have to be held accountable for that? And the answer is no. They look at what the mother's intention was. The mother's intention was to create a dead baby. And that's what happened. And so the law's attitude when we've talked to them in the places where this is going on is, you know, this was the mother's intention. It was her choice. She was entitled basically to a dead baby. She got a dead baby. What's the problem? And this is just a natural extension of the abortion mentality.
The most telling conversation on the floor of the United States Senate occurred during the debate on the partial birth abortion bill. Rick Santorum asked California's Barbara Boxer when she would protect a child once he or she had been delivered. And Barbara Boxer said, well, when it goes home from the hospital. And Rick Santorum said, you don't mean that. And she said, well, when it's in the mother's arms. And then he said, what about when it's in the doctor's arms? And she wouldn't answer him. It was chilling.
The media has done a great job in keeping this subject hidden from the American people. They don't want us to know about it because of the outrage. And there is an outrage on this subject. When you talk about therapeutic abortions, a live birth abortion, people can't believe this is going on. But it's such groups as NARAL, those pro-abortion people who put great pressure on the media to keep this subject quiet. Don't let it get out.
The live birth abortion has become the method of choice since the attending doctor doesn't even have to be there. Everything can be handled by the nurses and residents. The doctor doesn't have to get his hands dirty by sucking out the baby's brains. More importantly, this procedure leaves the baby's brain intact for later resale.